taking garbage out, taking boxes out. And now I want to have some coffee, but my dietitian says that, and it's been working too, because I haven't really been drinking coffee. It's good to drink lemon water early in the morning to rehydrate your body before you drink coffee. I'm making some coffee, but normally when I drink this lemon water, I don't even be wanting no coffee. So, mm, mm. I got to go to church this morning too. So, that's another reason why I'm up. I really don't want to do no work today, but I got to finish packing. I'm moving. So, hey, Tony, how are you? How's everybody doing on today? On this morning. It's a beautiful morning. Oh my God, it's so freaking beautiful. And I love Law Woman. You're in vampire time, ain't you? You on vampire time. Oh my God. It's funny you said that. I used to talk to this guy who used to always say that. He was being sarcastic though. When he called me, he would say, see, he was a liar. And I always called him in his lies, and it would stress him out. So one day he called me, he was like, I bet you're sitting in the dark, ain't you? I said, yep, you already know it. He cool though. We ended up being good friends. He cool. He's a cool guy. Shout out to him. He had developed cancer and it was really sad. Um, he said, hey, Uray. Is it Uray or Uray? Tony P died again. Steven, you're gonna be proud of me. I'm drinking before I drink coffee. I am hydrating my body because I thought about it because I've been up. I was up earlier than this because I've been taking boxes to the garbage. Um, I've been taking garbage out and stuff like that. So I learned my lesson because I thought about it. I was like, I hired somebody to help me pack, and I was like, nah, because people we want your money, but then they don't do stuff the way I want them to do it. They just kind of half do it, just put stuff in boxes. And I got us. I've been doing it the way I want to. I've been doing it one box at a time. Okay. But for the most part, getting the excessive because I'm like I overbuy stuff. Like getting like excessive stuff out, like all of those cans and stuff that was in my cabinets, so freaking old. A lot of them at the back, like a lot of that stuff expired. So, but how is everybody doing this morning? The morning is so beautiful. It really is. Stephen, I be spending extra money all the time. I spend extra money a lot. And I was thinking about that yesterday too. That's been my problem. Like I overbuy stuff, excessive buying of things that I already have and don't need. I spend so much money each month, so I'm getting that up under control. But you're right about number two. I do not trust people. I don't trust people. And one of the reasons why I don't trust people, Stephen, is because it seems like people, most people, not all people, they got some type of angle when I do, like when I do open the door to trust them a little bit, they always prove to me the reason. They always remind me of why I don't trust people. It never fails. Each and every time I open and crack the door just a little bit to trust people, they always remind me of why I don't trust people to begin with. And I close the door and lock it. That's why when people go, your cutoff game is, you shouldn't be like, no, you didn't do that right. You didn't do that right. So you can never, ever, 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 ever get back in. I'm finished with you. And the way for me to handle it, cut off all contact, no phone calls, no nothing. Out of sight, out of mind. Just move right along. That's what works for me. Because I feel like as long as like all people want to do is be able to betray you and stuff, and then be able to dangle around your life as a reminder. Mm-mm. No, absolutely not. My grandmother always, I don't know if it's, I used to feel like when my grandmother would say, and she was like that too, okay? She would always say, she was an old country woman from out of the Mississippi, and she would always say, you need to just let one hurt do. See, my mother is very forgiving, and my mother is very loving and kind, and I'm loving and kind too, because when I love people, I love them for real. That's why I always tell people I love you. Like if I like people, I mean, if I see that a person is a good person, even if they're trying, I love that so much, right? But when I see people are low down and sneaky and got a hustling demon on them, I don't have nothing for them. Period. But now I understand, like when my grandmother used to say, just let one hurt do. Meaning, don't constantly go back. If they hurt you one time, they hurt you, get over it, and don't go back for no more. And that's just kind of like what I live by. So I just kind of closed the door. That's why loving hard ain't good. Yeah, listen, because I'm so loyal. I'm loyal to a fault. I am. I'm very protective of people that I care about, and I'm very loyal. And so I think that's one of the reasons why too I closed the door. Um, because why should I continuously give people my loyalty, right? Who don't know how to be loyal. Some people don't know how to be loyal. All they know how to do is get over. That's their thing. I think even if they tried to change, some things are just embedded in a person's DNA when they've been practicing that for so long. You see a lot of women do it, you see a lot of men do it, you see a lot of, I was thinking about like my cousin, one of my cousins. I don't know why she's like that, but she's just got this hustle demon on her. And she's met a lot of good guys. Like one of the guys that she was with just recently, and he still loves her for some reason. Okay. I love her too because she my cousin, but I don't have to fool with her. But I don't know. I think it's just somehow it's just she messed up. I don't know. I don't know how. I've been knowing my cousin my whole life. She ain't had no damn hard life. So she she get with it, she'll get to talking about, I'm gonna try to get this off of him. Even if she likes him, it's just in her DNA. I'm gonna see if I can get that off of him. Like, dog, like that's, if that's your man, like you shouldn't even have that type of mindset. I'm gonna try to get this off of him. That's just kind of messed up. Like, I don't know, she's messed up. Right. Her thing is to push things to the limit. She don't care about a person's financial situation, nothing. I want to get the most. Now, I always say, like, if when I've been in relationships, okay, what do you expect from me? I expect everything. But I ain't talking about sending you into financial ruin or all of none of that. Cause some people are just takers. That's all they know how to do is just take, 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 take. And she's one of those types of people. Like it's just etched in her she just messed up. And it's definitely strange times. Like people now just kind of out for self, and it's just so unfortunate. Self and self only. They don't even think about their children. Like I hear people talk, I can't wait till my kids get grown so I can just throw them out there. Like they feel like now that my child is 18 years old, which is really still a baby. They just throw them out there. I ain't got to do nothing. I could never, even if my kids, like my girls are so independent, and I appreciate. I thank God that they are independent. They are so independent. They make their own money. They pay their own bills. That's just a blessing, right? So I remember one time my youngest daughter, who likes to work all of the overtime, make all of the money, called me one time. See, she's real secretive about stuff. They was messing up her bank account, and she called me like, "Mom, can you loan me $300? You should have saw me trying to hurry up and get her that 300, because a cash app to it because they're so independent." Like I was like, wow, if she asked me for that, she gotta really need it. And so, with her being so secretive about stuff, when she called me again 2 weeks later, Mama, this time can you loan me $500? I said, wait a minute, now something ain't right. Well, come to find out you have to watch these bank accounts, okay? They was overdrawing a bank account and some more stuff. Um, she had to get a new account. If she had just told me to begin with, and I think that's another thing too. One of the things I regret is that I'm so dramatic. Like I be ready to go into World War III. My girls kind of hate to tell me anything, tell me the whole story. But then now she didn't mind asking me for my money, but she didn't want to tell me the whole story because I kind of panic and go into World War III. So they like to tell my mama because she's so calm. And then my mom will forget and tell me sometimes because she was telling me something the other day. So look, don't say nothing to them because they ain't gonna want to tell me that you crazy. So they don't like telling you nothing. Do you have any updates relating to Young Dolph's case as Hernandez Govan's trial gets closer? I don't, John. I don't. You know what, John Brown? I am very shit. Let me try, Miss Thompson. Can you send me 100? You know what, Stephen? I think the reason why I hurry up and send it to her because I was like, oh my God, my daughters need me because they're so independent. Like I was devastated when my girls said they didn't want to live with me. I was totally devastated. I remember like I was doing my TV show. I'll never forget. I was doing my Sunday night gospel show on Comcast. And I was crying. I'll never forget I was crying. And so a lot of ministers and stuff looked at my show and they started calling in, Tamara, it's okay. Girls are more independent. I was trying not to cry. Now my voice started breaking up. I started crying about my girls was like they wanted to move. They want to do their own thing. I was like, I thought that we was gonna always, I at least thought that they want to live with me until they was like almost 30. Cause I was like, why would y'all want to like pay bills? Who does that? Why would they? All they had to do was just continuously work and save their money and go to school. So who wants to pay bills? Why would they want to step out and pay bills? I could not understand that, and so I was really hurt because I was like, dog, am I that bad that they would prefer to pay bills and not live in the house with me? Like I was hurt. I was devastated. So it's like you got to let them go. They're in their 20s, but who wants to move out in their early 20s? Because I moved out, but then I moved back. Okay, I moved back because I had kids and stuff, so I needed, like, my mom and my grandma helped me with them, keep them and stuff. I moved out, and then my grandma, and then was coming over there every day, and then I just started staying back at home, and I was paying rent, but I was still basically living at home. And then my grandma was like, "Why don't you just move back home?" I moved back home, then I moved out again. And then when my grandma died, I moved back with my mother, me and the girls. Because I remember, oh Lord, I remember like when my grandma passed, and my grandma and my mom was very tight. All of us was. And I'll never forget, we stayed over there with my mom, right? And the day that we stayed over there for like 2 weeks, and I remember the day that we left, my mother was, the night that we left, I was like, I'm gonna go home because I haven't been home. And my mama was just standing in the door. That hurt me. So I was like, I'm going. And then I came, and then I remember I went back a few days later. I stopped by, and she was just sitting there in the dark. I was like, I'm moving home with my mama. Okay, yeah, I know I be getting emotional because I love my mama so much. But John Brown asked me about Hernandez Govan trial. I don't, you know what? I don't know any new updates. I don't know if they're, you know what, with the Hernandez Govan trial, John Brown. I would be surprised if it's going. What's up, Cypress? I would be surprised if it's going to be a trial. Hey, True Bleed. I would be surprised if it's going to be a trial. Um, but they say it's going to be a trial. That's what they say. But I would be surprised. But I'm just kind of anticipating what's going to happen in that trial. Surely Hernandez Govan's attorneys ain't gonna do what Straight Drops attorneys did, um and not have no witnesses. So, because that would be a mistake, wouldn't it? So I guess that's why I'm anticipating who the witness gonna be, who gonna come up in there, and what they got to say. What the what is what is the private investigator gonna find out? I'm eating a lemon. This late in the game, what is there to find out? Child, when this phone started going off, it threw something to my nerve now. Hold on. It lets me know bills coming out. um, hey Teresa, I saw your message. I'm happy that you're better. Thank God. Cypress says it's a lot to find out. A lot like what, Cypress? Mm-hmm. It is. I'm very interested. I'm very interested in knowing, how. Yeah, I do. It's not wishful thinking, but yeah, I do. This I'll say this. This is nobody's told me this. I'm just gonna say this. I think he's the target. He's more so the target because the money came from him. Or from his organization. It came from his organization. If you ask me, that qualifies as a RICO anyways. God is not dumb, so I don't. He used his own money from his. But that's what they said in the trial. That's what they said in the trial, that the money came from CMG and Straight Drops trial. Straight Drops attorney said it, and the prosecutors said it. Why would your guy to be paying for some lawyers for two hit men that killed young Dolph? Why would he do that? And John Brown, you asked me, do I think he's that Dom? Yeah, look at the hitmen that they sent to kill Dolph. With the two hitmen that they sent to kill Dolph, yes, I think that they Dom. Yes, I do. I really do. The history of consistently trying to take him out, and every time that he was hit at, it came from the CMG camp. Do I think that they're Dom? Absolutely. Hey, Joy Loves God. Nothing that they did, but your God didn't pick them. John Brown. Okay, John Brown. Nothing says good morning, beautiful. Thank you, nothing for the $10 super sticker. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that so much. Steven, what you doing? You must be exercise. I don't really think, y'all, it's such a beautiful morning. The birds are singing, and they woke me up singing. I love it. They say when the birds sing that they're giving praises to the Lord. I love to hear the birds singing. But now, I thought birds only sing in the morning, but sometimes I be hearing them sing at night. I was like, what they talking about now? Singing at night. But John, he says that they was, what did John say, that they was given, that Hernandez Govan hired them? Is that what you said, John? I don't think Hernandez Govan hired them but it came out in court that he did not hire them. So Hernandez Govan didn't hire them. He didn't. It didn't come. The money didn't come from him. And Cornelius' lawyer too. John Brown and Cornelius' lawyer. They said that CMG offered Straight Drop a record deal if he killed Dolph. Now, John. Now they did say that they offered Straight Drop a record deal if he would kill Dolph. Straight Drop been putting out music, but nobody puts their name behind it. So hey Mildred, and he got some money. They got paid too. Straight Drop did. But why would CMG pay for the lawyers of some hitmen that killed Dolph? You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure you all hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. I did not believe so many people would be up this early, but then I guess when your body is conditioned to getting up early. Straight Drop got his money. Straight Drop got his money. And he's still getting paid his money from his family being taken care of. Um y'all hit the like button. Y'all run the likes up. I hope they don't take Govan out before his trial. I'm not. I'm gonna say no. I don't want to see that happen. So I'm not gonna speak that out into the atmosphere. I don't think that. But if you ask me, I don't think they want to mess with Govan. Govan been trying. He wanted to get a job. He has not been afraid to be outside. He walks. I guess he walk in that courtroom by himself. I don't know. I think Govan might have some goons that be waiting downstairs for him or something to ensure ain't nobody, I don't know. You never know. You might have a goon or two that be standing downstairs when they go to court. Who knows? um What's up, the reality? The Black Barber says, I'm up at 4:45 a.m. Monday to Friday, so the weekend I be up early too. Yeah, I've been up. I taking garbage out, taking boxes out, putting it in the garbage. Um, I've been cleaning out my cabinets and stuff. And I was like, let me rehydrate my body to drink some lemon water because that's the first thing you're supposed to drink in the morning. And it's funny, I am gonna drink some coffee. I have not had any coffee in 2 days because when I drink my lemon water, I don't have a taste for no coffee. But I am going to drink some coffee this morning. I don't know why I'm drinking coffee because I just rehydrated my body. And I went yesterday. Y'all, Big Lots is back open. Big Lots is back open. That's my favorite store. So I went into Big Lots yesterday, and well, some of them are back open, and um, they got a whole new arrangement of how their store is and all of that. They got toys and shit up in there. They got a lot of stuff though that the Dollar Tree carry, but I went in there and they had the big bottles of core water, the big bottles. And they were, and guess what? They was $1. They was $1. And I bought 50 bottles of them. About 50 bottles of them. Because when I see alkaline water on sale, I'll go ahead and just stock up on them so I can always just have a lot of water bottles. And I take them and I take them into my studio. I put them in my back office. I put the little bottles in the front, but they're alkaline water. So for my customers, I take them to over there to my office at the Fed building, and I take them and I bring them home. So I have so many bottles of water that could like hydrate my body because I always like to get the liter and a half. Yeah, the liter and a half. Now, I have not been able to find my diamond water in a long time. And I was looking online, I was like, I want to order some diamond water, but they only sell it overseas. So I guess when the stores they get them in sporadically. Anyways, I was supposed to go get my hair braided tomorrow, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna have to call. I'm gonna go next weekend because I don't feel like taking. I don't feel like I just need to go next weekend. It says that lemon water is good and it cleanses your palate. It seems like I have energy, a lot more energy too. Like when I get up and I drink my lemon water. Um, I drink my lemon water and I do like either a boiled egg, I mean two boiled eggs, or I'll do turkey bacon on a boat. It depends on how hungry I am. I'll do like a lettuce boat and chop up my boiled eggs, chop up an avocado, and chop up the bacon and put a little mayo on it and put it in the lettuce boat and eat that. He says, in my opinion, I don't think Priest slid for Doll. If it was the other way around, Youngster gonna do some. Well, has he slid for Juke? You think Youngster done slid for Juke, John Brown? Because we ain't heard him say nothing about not even throw out shots. Cypress crazy. Okay, Cypress. Oh wow. Yeah, hold on. You make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. And lemon water too is lemon or lime. It's good for your skin. Okay, it is it gets the toxins out of your body. Um, I love lemon anyways. I could eat lemon with growing up. I used to eat lemon with salt, but now I can't. I don't have a taste for salt. I don't like salt like that. That's why I put a lot of other seasoning in my food so that you don't really miss the salt to give it a really good flavor. Today I think I'm gonna do um I guess I do need to boil me an egg. Today I think I'm gonna do I really want to do a honey glazed salmon. I go to this nonprofit that's in my building where my studio is, and they have a nonprofit organization. They go over to the farm and get organic honey that has not been processed, and I was able to get me a jar. Honey is still a little sweet, but I think I want to do me a honey glazed salmon today. I want to grill the salmon and the shrimp and glaze it with some honey and put it on some Spanish. I think because yeah, I put it on some Spanish and some garlic sauteed Spanish. That's what I do. It says real talk with Tamara. How do you know nothing done behind Juke's murder? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Because normally when they do something, they can't that which is what has gotten them in this trouble now. They can't keep it quiet. Okay, normally, they have to throw out subliminals, like how they did with Young Dolph, um, which is, I mean, because they basically got themselves, messed over. Says, got me thinking about food. What's up, the Sype dog?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
You know what? If you pay me, because I normally like to do like a Alfredo, make an Alfredo sauce and put it on top of my grill the salmon and the shrimp. But since I'm going to do honey, I want to glaze it with some honey. I'm just gonna eat it with spinach. I'm gonna saute some spinach. So what's up, Cypress? That's how.
Uh,
So you saying that's how it's supposed to be? Tell on themselves what they did to Dolph because that's what they did.
yeah, man, it was dumb at the gate. Yeah. Shout out to the brother John Brown. Let me check. Salute to him,
Cypress,
man.
you fool.
Hey, salute to him, man. And he asked me one question. He said, "Why they ain't took out got him younger?" Because they had security. And he said, "Well, Tupac had security." I said, "Oh shit, I gotta get out of this chat. I gotta get out of here." Mm.
Did not Tupac didn't have no security. Remember, Suge Knight put him in the car with him. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I
What?
think. I'm gonna tell y'all. I always felt like this is what happened to Tupac. I always felt like Suge was involved, and I think when they started shooting at Tupac, remember what's his name? The guy that's in jail now. What's his name?
Keep it
Squeaky
in. Keep it in.
Squeaky D or whatever.
Yeah, 'cause that
Keefy
nigga
D.
so squeaking talking to
Yeah,
get that.
Keefy D. Keefer D says that they started shooting. Tupac was trying to get over the seat. I believe Suge pulled Tupac back down and used him as a shield and held him. And that's probably what Tupac was trying to say. He kept him from jumping over that seat and held him in front of him and let them shoot him up.
No, he did not want to ride with Suge. Suge asked him to ride with
Yeah, he
him.
didn't want to ride with Suge.
He wanted to ride with the outlaw.
And Suge told him to take off them vests too, right? Didn't he? Did they say Suge told them to take off those vests, or Reggie told
No,
them?
no, Reggie didn't tell him to take off the vest. He took off the. They said he took off the vest because he said it was a high.
Oh,
I
okay, all
sounds
right.
crazy.
He should have kept the vest on.
Yeah.
I mean, but Keefe D. They said Keefe D had a shrine. He kept everything over the years. he, he was if you
What?
ask me, I believe Keefe D did the shooting because
No,
he said
no,
that they was too scared to shoot him.
no. The police did that shit.
Well, they may as well let Keefe D out. Okay. They may
He
as
think
well let him out. Reggie said he was trying to tell Keefe D to stop talking because they was investigating him. Why would Reggie have an interest in him stop? But it seemed like since all this Keefe D, it seemed like a lot of shit been happening since he been in jail. He said if he go down, he taking some people with him.
yeah, cause he already know they already involved in it.
Well, Puffy in jail. Puffy got arrested right afterwards, didn't? But that could just be a coincidence.
But I think if they put Kurt Burrows on the stand of the Diddy trial, they possibly gonna come with a Tupac indictment. Uh,
You think so? Because he did
mhm.
end up
I
paying
think
them $1 million.
I, who said who $1 million?
Um, that's what Keefe D said. He said, but the guy wouldn't give them the money. Puffy paid them $1 million.
Yeah, Zip ran out with the money, which really stopped Puff from really getting indicted because Zip ended up passing away.
Mm-hmm. So it ain't no proof.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, people have tried to tap into what happened to how did Zip pass away? Puffy didn't kill him, did he?
nah, he was still. Zip was still.
Oh, okay. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay?
I don't think Govan gonna go to trial.
You don't think he gonna go to trial?
Nah.
I kind of don't think he is either. I would be surprised, but
What that mastermind is a jacket you really don't want on you.
he ain't the mastermind. Gotti and Juke is.
But he labeled the mastermind. Here's the problem. Only way you get that label off of you, you gotta go to trial and fight that.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be good to go to trial and fight it because I mean, even though technically he wasn't the mastermind, when you go and they're saying he went and got some more guys and brought them to the table, I guess they could put that jacket on him.
Mm-hmm. But see, if he goes to court and fight it, he can rap the
He gonna lose.
no,
He
yeah,
gonna lose the state. I
yeah,
think. I think the state got too much.
yeah. I mean, yeah, he gonna lose. Here with the problem, cause they gonna put Canadians on stand. He need out of here.
And then
But
probably not just him.
here was the
Well, they
problem.
said now they said shout out to True Results. Somebody came into my chat and said True Results says that Straight Drop is supposed to testify.
Edwin Potts, salute the real. Let's see what's up next. I think no, he ain't gonna beat this case, but what he can do is he can wrap the mastermind jacket back on one of them. Like that ain't nothing he want on him because he already have prior. So that ain't gonna be good for him.
Yeah.
So he might have to go to trial and fight the. Yeah, you're gonna lose, but wrap the jacket around one of these other niggas.
Well, that's probably what's gonna happen because I don't think that I don't think he has any. You have to think about Goldman has age on him, so he's not you, and you could tell that Cornelius is older. Cornelius is 10 years older than Straight Drop. Goldman and them are 20 something years older than Straight Drop, so they got even more experience than Cornelius. Govan been in and out of the criminal justice system forever. He know how the game go. I don't think that he cares to protect Yo Gotti or nobody. Okay. I think his loyalty would be to himself.
Yeah.
Hmm.
John Brown said, "What environment does Debo have now? Oh, we don't know. We shall see."
Yeah, now, John Brown, back to you.
No, no.
Now, you said, how do I know that they didn't? Do you think that they slid for Jook?
Ooh.
John Brown, do you think that they slid for Jook?
I ain't got no
John
comment.
Brown, who do you think took Jook out? John Brown, do you have any idea of who might have wanted Jook dead?
There's a lot of people that want him dead. It's just a matter of who did it.
Yeah, why would they want him dead?
Why not want him dead? You know, people would do it. And you a damn fool to not want him dead. He call you all these, bruh.
You say it'd be a damn fool.
You not
so you
want him.
so you saying Gotti
I
had him
ain't,
killed?
I ain't say that, man. I ain't say that. Uh, even though that's how a lot of people feel, I ain't gonna say, and I ain't got no proof that God did that.
Oh, Justice Firdaus said that Govan took out Teasy and Jook. I didn't see Justice Firdaus say that.
Somebody go get. I hope the Lord find a way to let Justin Dog show up over here.
Watch Justice Firdaus get ready to pop up in here. Justice Firdaus had me so tickled.
Yeah.
Justice Firdaus popped up in the popped up in the live the other day that I was on. He popped up in the live. He said, "Can you tell me who? What's that guy name that the straight drop girlfriend was going with?"
Oh, Harold Barnett.
He said, "Can you tell me the lead investigator in Howard Barnett's case?" I hollered.
Yep, Jesus, man, go find.
That means he ready to tell on somebody.
Well, of course he ready to tell it. That's all he been doing. That's all he know. Ashley, what's up? Yes, Lord, we are
That means
early.
Justice Randolph know who did that to Howard Burnett.
Of course he do. He knows what he's going on. All you gotta do is pay attention to what he's saying. It all make damn sense. I'm starting to believe he sit around that table with him trying to play dominoes. Hoping everybody do. Hey man, you ain't fooling Cypress, man. And he just sucking it all up. And better take all of them down. Boy. It's a cold game. Y'all better watch out.
Mm, mm, mm.
And shout out to Jessica. I was trying to get Jessica, but you a cold nigga. You a cold nigga.
Why did you call me and hang up? Where you at? Because you look where you know I'll call the police. Where you at? Okay.
It's too early to be called the police.
She knows she don't do that to me. My kids know I don't play. If you call me and then hang up and not answer the phone, I'm thinking somebody trying to do something to you. And it's early. She ain't got no business out.
How
And
she
she
is?
trying to get off the phone. How I know somebody was holding her hostage?
If she grown. She can be out at 7 o'clock. Long as she 18, she can be out.
Yeah, but you know it ain't good to for girls to be out there early.
I know some girls be out all night.
And she know that I will call the police.
I'm, I love my mom, but I'm hanging up on her. She gets I call the police. And I'm taking the better out of my
One of my friends that work in dispatch, I remember on their prom, I called. Listen, they were supposed to be back from the prom at I told them to be back by 12. And 12 came around, they went back. I called the police so many times. When the police officer pulled up, he was just laughing. My
phone.
friend said she was working that night. They said she's calling back again. They already knew it was me. Got one of my friends named Cliff used to work up there too. They knew. I called so many times it didn't make no sense. I mean, they wouldn't let me do a missing persons report.
Yeah, because it ain't 24 hours. Man, I'd be like, we on lunch break, man. What is it?
Well, when they finally, and then she it still wasn't intending to. They was not intending to come home. We was out. I had got everybody out looking for them because I thought somebody had kidnapped them. It just so happens the one of the young men, because her friend was with them, they decided they was running low in gas, so they had left his car up at my studio. So we just happened to be passing, and then we saw them pull up. They was getting ready to change cars and go back downtown and party. Oh my God. If I didn't I said, y'all, I think I found him. I was a nervous wreck by this time. The young men, they had good fathers. Their dad was like, stay calm. Stay calm. We don't want you to have to go to the hospital. Just stay calm. We're gonna because they had their phones off and everything. All of them had their phones off.
Well, they were having fun.
They should have told me that.
What they ain't having in the midst of having fun. You better go there. Yeah, definitely cut your phone on so you can have some goddamn fun.
Mm-mm. They disobeyed me. I was just really upset.
How
I
was
was
it?
panicking.
Uh, you should have just went to sleep, woke up, then up over there having fun.
See, what you have to do is you have to because if I had went to sleep, woke up, that means like with kidnappers, you can't give them too much of a head start.
Yeah.
You have to get right on it.
Do you think Straight Drop gonna tell everything? No, he ain't gonna tell everything.
This says I don't but so let me ask you this, John Brown. Do you think that Straight Drop is gonna testify in if Govan goes to trial? Hey, Faith.
I hope he don't. I hope he keep it silent.
Because John Brown seems to know more than us. Shit.
It might be just enough for the backup page. Look, I am not the king of bad advice, hater.
He said he ain't heard that. So, John Brown, let me ask you something. So John Brown, let me ask you something. Do you think that Gotti was involved in this situation? Do you think that Gotti was involved?
You know, half of the people in your chat think God was involved.
I don't know if he may think it, he may not think it.
Well,
John Brown, do you think that Gotti was involved in this? He said, yeah, but he don't think he's stupid. Hmm. I think he's stupid.
Clarinette said, Lord, tap great face and Justice Rodolfo, lead them to this line, please.
Where Great Face at? Great Face and Justice for Dow. They probably I don't know what time. Great Face said he's from out of Delaware. And I don't know where Justice for Dow is from out of. Seems like to me Justice for Dow might be from out of Memphis.
Might be from out of Orange Mound or South Memphis.
Because he knows so much. You know what I mean? He seemed to somehow intimately know some of the people. Maybe he's from Houston. Who knows?
I would hope not. I hope he's from South Memphis or Orange Mound. Sound like South Memphis or Orange Mound some trees. See. I think he right up under the niggas. They fooling me.
And Chattown finally says, "Where's Mr. Parker?" I heard Mr. Parker got married, so he probably on his honeymoon.
He got married?
Yeah.
Oh.
Faye says, "I see this was bigger than we know. The music industry was hating on the young independent artists." Oh, for sure.
Well, the industry don't want no independent artist for one thing. They don't want that. Can we all admit Cash is a freak? Like, yeah, Cash ain't no earthly good.
I think that she feared him though because of how he beat her. She had to be act a certain way.
Listen, man, I don't know why these women do it. You friend this man and you leave your nigga while your nigga calling you. You in the midst of a freak call with a man you peers. I ain't going for that. I ain't going for that.
He said, like the fact that Black Youngster was in his car outside the crime scene where.
Oh, here we go.
Well, he definitely was because a guy was on. A guy got on camera. A guy was on camera saying that.
Saying what?
That Black Youngster was around the crime scene. Hopefully that wasn't Photoshop though. I don't think it was.
Do we believe that Black Youngster was at the crime scene?
Mm-hmm. He was definitely in Memphis because I remember when it happened, Black Youngster posted they got this nigga at a cookie shop, and then he deleted that. But I don't know why he deleted it, because I mean they still got it. He might as well just left it up. That looks suspicious.
He said they got him at the cookie shop and then he deleted him.
He's mhm. Faith says, y'all remember Thad Matthews? Yeah, we remember Thaddeus Matthews.
Yeah, we remember they made that a talk about the goddamn case. Yes, we remember. Good. Daddy got to talk about everything else.
I ain't gonna lie, I miss Thaddeus. A lot of stuff that's going on, Thaddeus Matthews need to be around.
Yeah, he would have got down to the bottom of that in like 30-minute play, guaranteed.
Well, I mean, he did put out a lot of stuff in the beginning. Remember, they started threatening him. I wish I see. He got so many pages. Why don't some of y'all go through all of those pages that Thaddeus Matthews he couldn't go live on anymore? He got so many around that time, and he was on live crying. I woke up over in the middle of the night. I got on Facebook, and this before I really was even on YouTube. He was crying, and Ricky Floyd, who is dead now, is his pastor. And he had called, he was talking, he had just gotten off of the phone. He said he had just gotten off of the phone with Ricky Floyd, and he was like, devil, devil, my wife is gonna live, my daughters are gonna live. They had threatened to kill him. No, they had threatened to kill his wife and his daughters, and he was crying. And then I remember after that, the next week, he had a meeting with Amy Wyrick.
Yeah, and it wasn't long after they got rid of Amy Wire and put this bozo in there. DA, don't know. Let me stop. Ken said the guy that was in Memphis too. No, he wasn't. D Black Barb. You see D Black Barb coming. Good morning,
He
TV
might
21.
have. We don't know. He might have been. We didn't see him until that night when they all jumped on that picture after Doc was killed that night.
Yeah, they was in Miami. I know that's where they was
But
at.
who knows if they had just got there.
Art Horn, everybody was down there in Miami.
Miami from Memphis is a 2-hour flight. I know because I got friends that live there. 2.5. So I mean, they could have been there that morning.
Dot again says when people say it's deeper than rap or dog was doing too much, I ask, why do people? Because it is. That's actual factual, man. A lot of this shit is deeper than rap. It's mainly street. It mainly got things to do with street and dope. It mainly involving streets and dope, man. That's why people say it's deeper than rap on.
Mm.
It wasn't an industry hit. It was CMG and Dog was doing too. I mean, we don't know what the industry promised got it behind the scenes. But no, it was very way when people say it was deeper than rap, man, because it was mainly involving drugs, money, and street shit.
I was listening to the guy on the Austin Powers or whatever show that's Stan GB on sometimes. He kind of made sense. He says he kind of his analysis of it kind of made sense. Um that Doc was wanting he believed that God in them because Doc was wanting to get deeper into pushing independent and all of that. They was given the green light to kill him.
Yeah, of course they will.
They already knew that God in them had been trying to kill him forever. If they can get some little dudes, give them the green light, get some little dudes to because Dolph had not did anything to them. It had been a while since they had been beefing. It wasn't really, after that, God had got that deal and all of that. But here's the thing: people tend to think that God is, gonna be protected. Just look at the industry now.
Right.
Puffy is on trial. Jay-Z, they filing numerous lawsuits against him. He's saying he can't get no loans no more. How in the hell he supposed to protect somebody? He ain't in with the elites either. Gotti would be considered up under them, really. He ain't bigger than Jay-Z and Puffy. So if why is he exempt?
Yeah. Not again. You can't destroy me, homie. I was in the midst of these niggas, around these niggas, running around in the streets, being around these niggas. So I pretty much know what I'm talking about, homie. I ain't got no reason to lie. That's why I can tell you it's mainly surrounding dope and money.
I'll be right back, Cypress.
I bet. Uh, salute to the Alabama Hill a little bit. Yeah, they kind of do a little bit too much. I chopped it up with Stan G this morning. We might do something today, me and Stan G. So y'all stay tuned. Uh, my point exactly the reality. I'm in the midst of these niggas. I'm around these niggas. I'm running the same streets these niggas in. And so yeah, it's mainly involving money and dope. But the problem is, like the lawyer prosecutor said, money come out of their business account, they track. So we got to see where that's gonna go first.
Hold on, Cypress. Uh, hold on. I stepped away. What happened? Cypress.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm
What
back.
happened?
I don't know. I got knocked down trying to read them comments.
What's up to here?
You hear the what up? Because man, the man was a whole goddamn plug out here in the street, man. And niggas was doing all type of shit, fool. This is bigger than rap, homie. This is about street and dope, homie. This ain't got nothing to do with no rap music, no rap money, no none of that. It's street.
What John Brown at? We need to be asking him questions since he seemed to know. John Brown, who took Juke out?
So why you wait to see this all this time when everyone ask? Because in the beginning, people really weren't comfortable with saying that shit in the beginning. Like, but people weren't comfortable with saying that shit in the beginning. TV 21, you gotta understand this shit is very deep with street shit. You ain't gotta listen to me. I was in the streets around these niggas. I'm not asking you to listen to me. I was around niggas. I'm not asking you to listen to me. I was around niggas. I ain't never asking nobody to listen to me. You gonna believe what you wanna believe. Me, I was actually running around the streets. I know niggas, homie. That's the difference. And this ain't nothing, no shot or nothing. But I'm just saying that made a difference, homie. Like I know niggas. I was running around in the street with niggas. This ain't no, you know. Well, people got a right to say what they want to say. People can say what they want to say. If people felt like it was that's what I mean. If people felt like it, that's people can say that. But like us that was actually running around in the streets and no one niggas and know how niggas get down and no niggas history, which is a total difference from living into the internet.
Y'all look at this. This right here is so sad. Look. Y'all, what is this world coming to? You got babies outside in their drawers, and they're cussing the police out, trying to fight the police. And they look like they're no more than what, 4 or 5 years old.
Hmm.
It's sad.
So you would basically agree that with jealousy, dog. Man, this ain't about money, fam. This is about street shit. I never said that. I mean, this is about a lot of
Yeah, but
street
it was
shit, man.
definitely about jealousy, though. It was
I mean,
definitely about jealousy.
I don't see jealousy. I see a lot of street shit that goes wrong. Street shit go wrong all the time, all the time. Shit go left every all the time. But they might was jealous because he was doing independent thing. So yeah, y'all got a point.
I think he
Because
was.
God is starting
I think they was jealous
because
that he was doing
because
independent thing.
because what I didn't like about this because God has started out independent and then he got around Jay-Z and talked down.
But I think God had always, when he signed with um Baby in them.
I think he had like a one hour deal or something, maybe with Baby. If I'm not mistaken, it went by so fast I can't remember. But I know he signed the Block Brothers over there, and he got All Stars signed over there to Cash Money, and Baby never did nothing with nothing.
Hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. TB 21, you right. I mean, you just said you don't know what the industry did for God. No, I don't. I don't know. I wasn't in the room, so I don't know what they promised him. But I can tell you this: the industry didn't like him with all that independent shit, and he had turned down their deal. So I don't know what they promised him. I don't.
Hold on, yeah, I'm looking for something.
Well, I meant to say it wasn't about money alone. My bad, that again. It wasn't about money alone. It was about the money. My bad. You right. You're right. Uh, what people gotta understand. Gotti had a history of having issues about women. Like I wouldn't say he didn't have a problem with that, but he put it in the song to be honest. But yeah, a lot of that stuff between him and Boo Dirty. Look how that started.
Y'all, they said this is how she been since her
Cassie
husband.
Ventura and husband of
Their
6
emotional
years,
moment
Alex Fine,
and
share an
resurfaced
emotional
this.
embrace in this resurfaced video. The moment recorded in 2019, right after he finished a 50-mile run to benefit domestic violence victims.
I think the little things count more than the big things sometimes.
Oh, they been
The
getting ready
clip
to do
taking on
Diddy
new
and didn't it?
meaning as Cassie, who's 9 months pregnant, gives her tearful testimony in the federal sex trafficking trial of her ex, Sean Diddy Combs, who maintains his innocence against all charges. The two were together on and off for about 10 years, and this week she's detailing alleged abuse that included sex parties with male escorts, some lasting up to 4 days.
She said that Sean Combs directed everything from what she had on to the lighting in the room to how she was supposed to interact with the person that she was having sex with.
She claims the so-called freak-offs left her with sores, frequent UTIs, and stomach problems.
She explains how she used makeup, how she had to hide the bruising.
Diddy's defense team is arguing Cassie helped plan the freak-offs and even enjoyed them. She's been allowed to enter court through a private entrance away from the media. But cameras have captured her husband Alex arriving through the main doors. He's been there all week in support.
Are you proud of her for testifying?
We're on mile 40 out of 50. Really no preparation for it.
Alex, who's an
This
active
nigga is
personal
so
trainer,
much of a
ran the
sucker.
50-mile ultra marathon the day after he and Cassie got married 6 years ago. At the time, he dedicated it to his mom, who is also a survivor of domestic violence. It wasn't until 2023 that Cassie filed a civil suit against Diddy for rape and physical abuse, which was settled out of court in a day for $20 million.
There's always these ceilings that, women try to have to break through in order to be respected.
So what y'all think?
Good. I'm glad you asked me. Her husband, one of the biggest suckers on the face of the earth. Hey, you put a
Now,
hug
I think her
on her.
husband is the mastermind of her getting that money.
Could be. But you gonna put a hug and her niggas and
Wow.
man, get you 10 M's out of it and roll, homie. You a buster. You should never hug and her niggas and ran through her like a sack of Idaho potato. And you put a hug and her.
Mm.
Doesn't take advantage of women, but he definitely has his time with them, and then he kind of leaves them aside.
He won't commit.
He won't commit, and
Yes.
he goes through a lot of women and makes that very clear in the beginning of the movie. And Eva my character overhears a bet that he has with his friends to see if he can stay faithful to one girl until his friend's wedding. She overhears it and takes advantage of the opportunity to have a casual relationship, which is kind of unheard of for a girl in a movie.
What does she do that gets under his skin?
I can't say. That would be giving away too much. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta see it tomorrow.
They said she dished on a romance about Diddy. Let's see what she says about Diddy.
Diddy Bobby.
make sure everything was copacetic with you?
No, he actually really trusted the situation. Him and Terrence spoke beforehand because Terrence.
Wait. Wait. You date P. Diddy?
Oh, wow.
I did not know this. Yeah. Hold
Yes,
the phone.
Craig.
You know,
Yes.
I typically don't talk about my private life.
Well,
but
forgive me. They put it on the television.
They put it on the television.
Yeah. So I
okay.
mean, I don't go like really. It's your
I'll
business.
let that one go.
So all right.
But wait, she was telling the story that.
So yeah, okay.
So-
So Terrence was a bit nervous, and I told Puff about it, and he said, "Have him give me a call." So we FaceTimed, and they had their man talk, and he said, "Make it believable, you guys. This is like going to be a great movie for you," and he's proud of us. At the end of the
So Diddy wanted to see her do love scenes with another man, basically.
All these niggas is weird as fuck.
Okay, yeah. Now back to what we was talking about. Y'all know how my mind wanders. I get to surfing on the internet, and all this stuff is in my algorithm about Cassie. All this stuff is resurfacing on interviews that she did in the past about Diddy and all of that. And y'all know how my mind is. I jumps. What's up, Great Face? I didn't know you was up in here. He says John Brown Dolph knew there was a hit for years. I done missed a lot of comments. Faith says DJ ADDEC is from another country. What's up, exposing the truth? I didn't know you was up in here. Says Faith Jaguar be doing the most. Oh yeah, Jaguar was out there. Great Face says, Cassie not after Diddy. This case is all about her husband going after him and the money. Cassie being used. She's still in love with Diddy. Her husband hurt more than her. Yeah. TB21 says, in my opinion, at what age Diddy came in contact with Cassie, and Diddy was how old? He introduced her to a lot of age. He introduced her to a lot at the age of 18 and 20 and early 20s. All the erosions traveling from state to state. John Brown says, Great Face, I know, but Mr. Ian called Daddy-O pre 6 months before his death, informing him that he had been asked to do the hit. I've been missing comments because I've been surfing. So, how Daddy-O come up? How Daddy-O name come up? So, should have taken it more serious. So you trying to say are you saying that it's Daddy-O's fault that got in them wanted to kill dog? John Brown?
No.
Faith says Jaguar smoke her dead. Oh Lord Jesus. Faith, I heard about that. She's sick for that. Dot again says, Tamara, can you pull up your old video? Please start it at 36:10 and let it play for about 7 minutes. Which old video is that, Steven? He said, pull up your old video, please. Which video is that? TB21 says, when you traveling across the state line, it's a federal crime. Because see, I missed a lot of comments because I was surfing the internet.
He said he just commented on it.
Oh, okay. He said he just commented on it. Okay.
Oh. Alabama Hill said, Steven, this woman got 1,900 video.
Yep.
What I got planned today, I don't know yet. Probably nothing. I don't know. Probably nothing. TV 21 to be out of which.
Regardless of what has happened, I still believe. Still believe. I keep hearing that song in my head.
What's that, a church song?
Yeah, it is. Marvin Winans.
Oh,
I mean, nobody but Cassie and Diddy in my algorithm.
yeah, that goes cashing like them freak off.
And I mean, videos from 5 years ago.
And you must do something 5 years ago.
Hold on one second.
It said him and campfire comes up his bosses and give his brother a little. I wish that was true, not again.
Hold on.
Hey, D Black Barbie, when I said that, people thought I was crazy and out of my damn mind. Shout out to my brother Don again, though.
You and Dot again into it again.
And he made me work, though, when I'm on the live stream. He always the one gonna put the pressure on the live screen.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, come on. Come on, Alabama. Don't start. Man, it's too early. Man, no people ain't agreed to no Prophet D or John Brown.
Hold on, you all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me.
Well,
Because the trial was basically over. Okay, first day. Okay. And that is because Cornelius decided to go ahead and turn state's evidence. And hey, I don't know if he did it because he had an epiphany, but I think it's got more to do with him feeling like they used me. I didn't get paid but $800, and I'm not going to let them walk free. I guess once he realized what they did, what their plans were for him, which was to basically have him, because Straight Drop almost didn't get out of the car. It was basically to have Cornelius to go and do exactly what he did, because it was his shots that really just riddled young Dolph with blows, right? 6-year-old man who has so much life left, right? And I get to thinking about the biblical terms because y'all correct me. I think that God says he gives you father to be sitting in the stand cheering him on when he graduates from high school or college. He won't get the opportunity to see his first grandbaby, stuff like that. He didn't get the opportunity to marry his woman, to have a legal marriage ceremony with his woman. His parents won't get the opportunity to witness the love, or the just the support that he gave his family. And so when you start thinking about that, and that man was taken out for nothing, hey, I'm happy that the DA laid it out like that. That lets you know that he knew. They all know what's going on. Okay, didn't try and walk around anything other than not putting too much out, because there's another investigation going on, right? Hold on. No,
Great face.
Huh?
Great face. Is you talking about my homeboy that's from my hood? It was the one they wanted the 10K for him, one of the nigga dreams. And that's what you talking about. And then that's what this is. And so basically, Great Face, you saying that's what that was about in so many words, Great Face? Cause I've been in the dark for the loop of that, so that's what I'm asking. They didn't agree to no profit deal. So Great Face, did you saying that was the cause of that? The cause of the Cuz Chris situation? Cause I know these cats personally, so that's what I'm at. Now John Brown, they didn't agree to no profit deal. That was a Fed move. But he wasn't no CMG hitter though, Great Face. That's what you confusing me at. Oh, okay, well cool. Well, I can openly say he wasn't one of those because he wasn't.
Oh my God. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I go back and I look at my old videos, and see, I be working a lot now, so I don't get the opportunity to even go back and look at my old stuff. 2 months ago, I said they are slowly trying to ease Black youngster into the algorithm, but are they setting them up again? Y'all see what has happened, y'all? What has happened? He's back on Instagram. He's put videos out. I said this 2 months ago. They're slowly trying to ease him back into the algorithm.
Yeah, you got a point, Great Face, but he wasn't one of those. He wasn't. He was on some whole different type of other. Mildred Goodman says, "Happy you a crazy hell, but I like you." Salute to you, Mildred.
John Brown says that what Black youngster is worried about what's gonna come out. He should, because
What?
Black youngster was involved in what happened.
Well, Black youngster knows what's gonna come out.
He know what's gonna come out. Black youngster. He got a lot to be worried about. Black youngster. That's right. They always say ain't street enough. I knew they was trying to ease it. Look at what happened. I said this 2 months ago. Black youngster got a lot he needs to be worried about. Listen. I be hating to say anything on this topic because I feel like with what happened to Black youngster's brother Tamani and the way that guy did him, I think I think anybody, if it was their brother, would have took an issue with that. But I would have. I know I would have. And Tamani was a good dude and all of that. He didn't deserve that. But I get to you get to thinking about who took that guy out that killed him. Somebody took him out.
Which one? What are you talking about? The one that killed, the one that took him out? The one that took the
I wonder who took out the guy who took out Black youngster's brother. I mean, I don't
know. Maybe
I'm not. Listen. I think anybody would have took an issue though with the way Tamani was killed. Tamani was innocent, so I mean, as far as not being involved in any of this stuff, the way that happened, that was just not right. So I don't really say much about that, but I will say this: I think Black youngster got a lot to worry about.
Who you think took that young man now?
I don't know. I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. I don't know, because remember now they had taken him out and they had not even put him in the media, just said he walked outside of his door. They had quietly dropped his charges all the way down to manslaughter, which means he was basically going to do no time for killing him. I think it was first degree, if you ask me. Yeah. But they had dropped his charges, quietly dropped him all the way down to manslaughter. He was out on a low bond. So I don't know. But whoever did it, whoever did it, they probably know who did it, because they didn't, the news media didn't get wind of it until months after the boy had been killed.
Listen. There's so many moving parts. Let me say this. With them announcing it late how they did, and people was under the impression that this dude was still in jail, I think the feds was already on top of it.
That's how I say, these folks are stupid. Now I don't know. Now I don't know, but I think whoever did it, probably had been.
Yeah,
I don't know now.
You going in the right direction? I think come around.
Who knows though? But I don't know nothing. Don't look. Leave me alone. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all something. These folks is twisted. They be thinking I think they brain and stuff so fried, and they so cracked out, and they so messed up in the damn head. They've been going around just killing people. This person might know something. We gotta kill them. They just stupid and dumb as they come. They just killing people. They've killed them, been killing them, and the whole time I think a lot of them was up under investigation. So that's why I said they got a lot to worry about.
Well, let me ask you this. How did this dude? This something I always want to know. Maybe you can help me with this. You know a little bit more about this than me. Probably. How did this dude make money? He don't even look like he got no damn money.
But you know what? Exposing the truth. I don't think women really want to be independent. I know for me, I don't. I would love to have a man that I know that's got my back. And I ain't talking about just using words, because anybody can say anything. I got your back, but you ain't doing a motherfucking thing to show me that you got my back. My load is supposed to be lighter. Okay? So let me just say, for an example. Well, we'll talk about that on another show, because I'm all over the place, because I'm jumping from topic to topic to topic. But this is a chit chat. It's a chit chat. But I mean, I really wants to get into that topic. We're gonna have to talk about that topic, about relation as it relates to relationships, men and women. Y'all, we need to talk. Let's do a topic on that tonight.
I don't know how you took it out of my mouth. I said Saturday look like it about to rain. We ain't got nothing to do tonight. I'm here.
Let's talk about that tonight. I think that would be a good topic, because I really want to talk about that, exposing the truth.
Yeah.
Now, what was we saying before we got on that topic? Because I got some things to say as it relates to that. Because I think men got the issues I think men got the issues confused. I do.
Yeah, some of us do. You right. You got a point. But well, I'll say that for tonight. I don't want to get started right now. I'll say that for later for the topic.
That's true, True Bleed. Women are in survival mode. That is so true. Because I feel like, and I'm serious, I feel like I'll be about to work myself to death. Not because I'm lacking anything. It is because I feel like if I don't take these opportunities, I just got to take these opportunities. I was over, like when I left work yesterday, I went straight over to my studio to do some work. And I was there like late. And then when I got home, I got on here. I feel like if I don't take these opportunities and just stack my money up, I mean, if something is to happen, we see the way things are going. I feel my mom was like, you need to stop. You're gonna work yourself to death. I feel like if I don't do, who gonna have me if I don't? In case something happens, who gonna have me?
You feel like ain't nobody gonna have
And
you.
so it's right. I don't want to put my burdens like on my mama, like on I like to know that if I don't work for months and months, that I'm gonna be okay. I'd like to know that. Like anything could happen. I want to know, be safe in knowing, dog, I can go without working for a year. I'll be okay. All you want to do is continuously just keep going, because you don't ever know. So I'd be about to work myself to death. So you get somebody, you don't want somebody coming into your situation wanting to, because they feeling like, well, she, maybe she got it or she has the ability to make it. I'm gonna jump on her damn back. A lot of men, unfortunately, not all men, but that happens. They get into situations, unfortunately. I know some men have. He says the vocabulary has to change from my, I, me to we, us, ours. Can't be one-sided in a well, that's true. You're right. It can't be one-sided in a relationship. I agree, but in order for it to change, both people got to be bringing something to the relationship. Now it's so unfortunate. A lot of women don't have issues with taking care of a man. Listen, I know people get down on their luck. Folks lose their jobs. That's something different. But in the meantime, you know, it makes a woman feel secure when a man said, "Baby, I'm not gonna make this your burden. If I got to get out and sweep the motherfucking streets, you ain't get ready to have no extra water to carry." It makes them feel a certain way. You know, women feel secure when they got a man and he go, "Baby, listen, I know we got to have this, and that." He walk out that door. It makes her feel secure knowing, I know when he walk back in, he ain't coming back in empty-handed, but he ain't went out there and killed nobody either. He not bringing danger back to my doorstep.
Mandy, hold on. Somebody say, yeah. Y'all got some good points in the chat.
He said the problem is y'all don't raise men. Well, I don't have no sons, but I will say this now. I think there are a lot of single women. There are a lot of great men that come from single women households. They've been doing it since the beginning of time. We can't give no excuses to these young men coming from now. It's a lot. You have to think about now, though. Single mothers are a lot different than single mothers like around my time and era. There are a lot of good men of valor that came from single parent households.
Mm-hmm. It's all about mentality, in my opinion. The single mothers back in the day, they made it happen. Single mothers now, God bless.
He said, "Forget all that. Who hit Manny Killer?"
Who hit what? Who hit Manny Killer?
What's up, the girl? Yeah. Why? Okay, yeah, because I bought her some juices and stuff. All right, what time you coming? Okay. All right. My little grandbaby coming back, but I don't trust my daughter because she'll be. I think she be slick. Mama, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna leave her here with you. That's a slick one right there. I just thought about that because I did buy her a lot of juices and stuff. I always buy my grandbaby juices. I be getting her those juices that it's got wheels on it in this little car, so she can roll it around. I be getting them out of Marshall's.
Does she get along with the puppy?
She love them. Oh my gosh, she love them. They don't like her though.
Why?
Because she be wanting to pick them up and don't know how, be squeezing them hard. It's like, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. That's what she be saying. Dot again says, y'all see how Tamara just overlooked my request. Don't y'all? I've been asking for 20 minutes. Oh, what request?
Oh, about that video.
Oh, here it is right here.
Uh-oh.
Of hitting the like button. Because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so make sure you guys please like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of those wonderful things. Okay. You guys, I wanted to talk about they are starting to slowly ease Black youngster back into the algorithm. Is it a setup? Okay. Now I was listening to Stan G the other day. Shout out to Stan G, when I listen to somebody, hey, he's one of the people that I do go and look at. I heard him say that. Okay. And I don't know if when he the video he did the other day, I don't know if Black Youngster put something on his page because he had not been posting on Instagram, and I didn't look to see either.
Make your browser fast. Make your browser safe.
But Stan G said that, and sure enough, for the last 2 days, every time I jump on YouTube, okay, because I'm not on YouTube a whole lot. I jump on to do a video or so, and then I'm off because I have a lot going on, and and so, but every time I've jumped on in the last 2 days, okay, there's a video of Black Youngster. Okay, I see where someone had uploaded a video of him from the other day talking about the life, a day in the life of Black Youngster, but it's an old video. So I see where because I think I've seen that video before. Like, I think that video. What video is it?
You got a million videos. He said you was on camera. It's an hour and 2 minutes and 36 seconds long when you were wearing braids and a brown dress. God damn, boy, you been looking hard.
Braids and a brown dress. Go comment on that video, Steven, because I got so many videos. I don't.
Breaking news from Faith. Anyone on Section 8 Trump signed the bill, you can only be on there 2 years. They send out letter, please.
Because they've been getting on Section 8 for 18 years. Well, longer than that, depending on how many kids they got. These young women have been able to stay on Section 8 until their last child turned 18. And some of them was getting pregnant. But by the time, yeah. I got one that's 16, I got one that's 13, I got one that's 17, so I need to get pregnant. They was able to keep a Section 8 voucher as long as they had underage children.
Get rid of that mess. I think it should be for seniors.
Yeah.
That need it only. That's how they get rid of that.
I wonder why he said he commented on it. I wonder why it's not coming up.
Boy, I knew when they said he cut $26 billion from it. I said, yeah, niggas is gonna be mad and in trouble.
Well, they're saying now too, you're not gonna be able to be on food stamps unless you work.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. When couple of my friends called me, they was tripping about it. That's wrong that he doing it. I feel sorry. Man, I don't feel sorry. People should pay bills just like the rest of us. The rest of us got to pay bills. I don't have no sympathy for it. And them people got kids. Well, yeah, I feel bad for like the elderly people, but like all these people, all these goddamn kids, no. He told a lot, John Brown.
Oh, okay. I see what he's talking. Oh, so this video I did 3 years ago, February 11th of 2022. Here it is right here. That's when I first started getting on live stream. I didn't know how to do it. So I'm sure here.
Okay then.
When you pay your rent with Bilt, you're in valuable points every month to redeem toward flights with world-class airlines.
Because I got so much going through my head, and I have to kind of walk on a tightrope. Because, like I said, with me being, I would never want to, because I do have insight and inside information. I don't want to give out too much information. I would never do that. When people trust me, and like I said, I had worked for the police department for 18 years. I care more about a case being solved rather than letting people know what I know, right? But yeah, I don't think a lot of people know that he Straight Drop was a person of interest. Insurance agent said sent his brother to go kill Dolph. That's not what happened, and that's how that came up. When she told me, she said, "Well, Black Youngster's brother was killed." That's not the conversation. So I don't know how true it is. So they never, and even now they don't believe that Dolph had anything to do with Black Youngster's brother being killed. So I don't know where that insurance agent got that from. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying his family never thought that Dolph did. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe the insurance agent knows something that the family didn't know. Okay. So, but let's just say that happened. If I'm breaking it down, Black Youngster shouldn't be mad at Dolph because according to the blogs, they had made several attempts on the man's life. He even made a song about it. So if Youngster sent his brother out, if it's true, I don't know if that's true, to go and hurt Dolph, was Dolph supposed to let him kill him? So if something happened to Youngster's brother, if he put him off that bus, don't pay attention to my whatever studio
Oh.
happened, to go and kill Dolph, shouldn't Black Youngster be mad at himself? He shouldn't be mad at Dolph. It's people for protecting Dolph. So that's kind of, that kind of sounds insane to me. It just kind of sounds insane to be mad, if that's true, at Dolph. But then there's a lot of stuff that has not come out that's absolutely insane. Like killing somebody or having somebody killed because of jealousy is insane to me. And that's what all of this boils down to. And this is something I heard from the officer last night that I was talking to. That's my friend. And when he said it with a lot of humility. And I could tell, he said they sure got to pay for what they did to that boy. They sure killed that boy. They was wrong. They sure killed that boy for nothing. Tamara, they killed him for nothing. Dolph is dead for nothing. Okay? And he knows. But so if that happened, then he sent his brother. And here's the thing. Black Youngster has said it. His family says it. He never had no issues with Dolph. Youngster never had any issues with Dolph. Dolph and Youngster, and Youngster has put out some good stuff, but they're not on the same level. I'm not saying that Youngster could not gotten up there with Dolph, but Youngster was not Dolph's competition. Let's just be real about it. He was not his competition. So Youngster never had an issue with Dolph saying he was the king of Memphis. They're not on the same level. Youngster just glad and it's just happy. See, Black Youngster is like so many other young men who came from nothing. Macmillan is a very impoverished area. Very. Still is, always was in South Memphis. Okay. So Black Youngster didn't understand that it was God, because God gave him the talent that put him on the level. See, that's what people forget. He gives all praises to Gotti or somebody else. When it was God that put Gotti where he was. Gotti didn't do it on his own. It is God that touches the heart of man. So with that being said, I'm going to go back to Youngster and Dolph were not on the same level. They had no reason to be enemies. You never even heard Dolph even say nothing about Youngster other than Gotti put him up to do it. When they asked him, what you think about Youngster? I don't think anything. Gotti got him doing it. That's all Dolph would say. I ain't got no problem with the young nigga. Gotti got him doing it. See, Dolph was about 36 years old. Youngster's about 30, just turned 31. That's all he would ever say, that he got him doing it. You can see that in videos. That's not something I'm pulling out of my butt. He would always say it. And they said, well, what about, he's talking about shooting up the car. I don't think nothing about it. He never would even really talk about it because he wanted it to go away. I think he said he started investing he invested last year in two $8 million businesses each that was going to make him a billionaire. That's why he was leaving the music industry. But me personally, I think he started trying to get away from the music industry because They was insisting on they was gonna kill him. Okay, let's just be real about it. Whoever was trying to kill him was insistent on they was gonna get him, and he decided that he wanted to be with his family. When those young boys, those young men started, he said, my young niggas started saying, we calling them crying, saying we depending on you, cussing them out, you know, he thought about that would be selfish. He came back to change their lives. Them folks didn't want him teaching them the game, especially when they used to raping artists, when they used to making artists think that they're God. They're used to giving them messed up contracts because a lot of them can't even read and write. And even if they can read and write, they can't even understand the language. So they would need their own attorney, not the record label's attorney, who is going to be for the record label, but their very own attorney. Okay. So they didn't like that. So y'all, you know, I know I got all in a whole I got all when, but I think myself, and it's a sad thing with this situation. I think even out of all of them, if anybody has any guilt, and this is just my opinion, as far as straight drop, it would probably be Black Youngster. And his guilt would come in if he's got any affiliation with this allegedly, I don't know, and that he can't do nothing to help him because self-preservation is the first law. You start funneling money, the feds are going to know, because if you go give some money to a friend, then they go and get straight drop an attorney, the feds going to start, because I'm telling you now, I do investigative work. You can subpoena records, bank records, anything. It ain't no way for them to funnel money without the feds knowing, and they've been involved 3 days after Dolph was killed. Like I just told you. I told y'all yesterday, if you look at that other video, they was at Straight Drop's house. He lived in a high rise that was real expensive downtown. So he was putting in some kind of work somewhere. So he probably is understanding now he's going to be charged with some more stuff. Okay. Yeah, I had forgot about that video. So it was deeper than rap. What do the police know? You know, I told y'all the police have been knowing.
Well, the police is the police. You ain't compare the police to the. Yeah, niggas gonna talk to the niggas that's scared, and niggas that know they most likely going to jail gonna talk to the police. You got a point on that, but that still don't stop people from believing what they believe.
If I'm not mistaken, I think in that video, I think I was saying too much in the beginning.
How?
Well, I'm just saying because I think I was, because I knew not to say which high rise that it was, because I didn't want the security and stuff being harassed. I didn't want people trying to trick them, because we had vloggers at that point calling and acting like they was the police to try to get videos and stuff. That vlogger is still up on investigation, from my understanding, from identity thefts and stuff like that. But yeah, you had a lot of but I told y'all that. I said they saw him going in with the same clothes on. I may have said it in this video. He was caught going in with the same clothes on. Yeah, I told y'all that. They had gotten him on camera, and they went to their high rise, I believe, like the same week or so. Or a couple, maybe a week or so after. I don't know. I can't remember that that Dolph was killed, right? So they immediately went and got that video, so, and saw him with the same clothes on, his movements. It was, you know, other video that they did not put in this trial, people that was around that time that was going in and out of that place with him, like around the time that Dolph was killed. Now that's a motherfucking exclusive right there. But you know, I don't talk about that, because you have to let them do their investigations, right? Because I think I did put too much out in the beginning. But all the vloggers did was took it and stole it and then turn around, and it made them come at me more. You know, that's when they started sending their vloggers who they was selling information, and they was having people killed. A lot of people that was knocked off, a lot of people that was harassed and scared and stuff, it was because of vloggers that had access to information that was selling information to these record labels. That's what I was told. I know they think they got away with it, but I think it's a bigger thing because of identity thefts and stuff that's going on as it relates to some of these vloggers. So, child, that's why when I was saying that when they do a sweep on YouTube, you start to see YouTube doing a slowly changing their policies and stuff like that, because they're trying to protect themselves. But it's probably too late, because I'm gonna be one of the ones in a lawsuit against them. But when I say that the sweep on YouTube, it's gonna be bigger than what happened on Backpage, it is. I was saying it for a reason.
Backpage? What the hell?
Apparently he had that undercover issue with him because you remember your best friend said that he wanted to sign with Dolph. Yeah, Vanessa did say that Black Youngster wanted in the beginning wanted to sign with Young Dolph. She did say that. That he admired Dolph, and he wanted to sign with him.
Well, he should have signed with him then.
And I don't think that's far-fetched, because it seems like anybody that showed an interest and wanted to sign with Dolph Gotti made sure either he or his people signed them.
I never knew Black Youngster wanted to sign with Dolph. My first time hearing that. Guess it's the first time for everything. It's wild.
I mean, if anybody trying to refute it or dispute it, his cousin said it. I don't know why somebody would think they would know him better than his own cousin that's been around him his whole life.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, what else was we talking about? I forgets about those videos. I do. I mean, I forgot about them. It's been so long ago. That was 3 years ago in 2022, February of 2022.
Yeah.
I remember after I put that out about the high rise, I started hearing other vloggers say it with conviction about a high rise that he was living in, but I made sure I didn't put the name out, so they couldn't say the name. But they started talking about a high rise downtown, but they didn't want to say where they got it from. And so I said, a lot of these men are a bunch of bitches. Exposing the Truth says, exposing the truth, you already know that Tamara does not play with the BS of talking about dolls, so go the F on with the F doll shit. But yeah, who said that?
Bro, I don't talk to motherfucking MPD, man. I'm a hood nigga. I ain't talking to motherfucking MPD, man. What's going on with that bullshit? I don't talk to the MP. I talk to street niggas, man. I run around the street. I don't talk to the MPD, man.
Vanessa said that she was going to interview him, but she said she's not gonna, She's not gonna ask him questions that people want to hear.
Which is good for the yeah. I hope she do it.
I wonder why youngster has not done an interview in 4 years, right?
Because youngster just youngster, you know, he just probably out there chilling. Number
Yeah,
one,
but youngster, he loves to talk.
I think youngster just traveling, just doing his thing. See, let me be honest, and I gotta keep it real. I think him going around, and even I gotta keep it real. I think him going around dishing Dolph after Dolph the mask and all that. I think he kind of hurt his career with this shit. I don't think he should have been doing that, and I think he hurt his career with it.
TB21 says how much more the car thief bun went up from the last time. That's right. Is JoJo Splash bun at $1 million? I'm trying to figure out,
Why they call? Hey, why they call niggas raiding up my nigga JoJo Splash Boy?
I don't know. Bobby out. Bobby out. Bobby out, and he, be with his family and his mama and them, and his mother.
No,
His mother has his mother prayed for him so much. Like his mother prayed for him so much. I really feel guilty even saying anything about him. Because I was on social media, and it's shocking when you realize, like, I don't pay attention who be following me, because I'm not a social media addict like that. So his mother, started posting some stuff, because I remember she used to post prayers and stuff like that, and I would be liking the stuff, and it would come down. I still don't really know. Like, that's why I stopped accepting requests from people on my personal page, because I was like, I don't be knowing who be lurking, really.
Who mama prayed for them? I missed that part.
Bobby.
Oh, she ain't pray for that motherfucker to quit stealing them. They was life hard for people. Shit. You should have prayed for this on my head and not shit. She praying for the wrong shit.
I don't know. Them little boys was into some. They definitely was in some. They was involved with what happened.
Not again said when Cyber said I gotta keep it real and let me be honest. Leave the lie coming. No, it ain't, man. Listen, not again, man. I ain't doing it with you this morning, man. No, youngster. Listen, man. Youngster hurt his career by dissing Dolph after Dolph passed away. He shouldn't have did it. He hurt his fan base. Okay, I'm gonna keep. He hurt his fan base. And there you go, Dot again. You got me. Why they calling it raising that man? Why they calling it raising that young man bond up though?
He says a lot of theft charges, but CEO Bobby, I think he had the exact same charges. Remember, at one time, CEO Bobby's bond was higher than his, and then all of his stuff got thrown out.
Woo! And then when you know what to say at the right time to get shit thrown out, huh?
Hold on, I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Will they ever find out who killed Teasy, man? That's what I want to know. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Hey, man, who y'all think got Teasy up out of here, man? No, you didn't tell me, John Brown. Tell me right now. Yeah, man. My God, look. M. Rose said John Brown. What do you know? Who was SR or WS? Who was that, man? Who was that, Dot again?
Okay, yeah, I'm back. Now, what I missed when I was gone?
Not much. They grilling John Brown in the comments about what he knows. I'll say this.
John Brown back. What he say?
He said he said basically what Justin Fadal been saying, but they asking him what he know. He said, I'll say this. TJ's sister has a boyfriend that's really close to Jewel. He could have gotten him to come to Memphis, and I believe that this. Shout out to Dot again. Dot again, you know son.
Y'all hit that like button for me.
Dot again, do you know the inner circle, Dot again?
What Justice did Justice for Dolph come up in here when I was gone? Trouble don't last always.
Hilda, where you at, Hilda? They said, where you at, Hilda? They looking for you in the chat, Hilda. They said, where you at, Hilda? Dot again said, I fear for my life. Please don't come visit me because my friend Smith and Weston don't take kindly to uninvited guests. And about that story about Black Youngster brother. Oh my God! Come on, John Brown. You got to be trolling in the chat.
John Brown, I don't think that's true. That's not true at all.
We just proved that wasn't true, John Brown.
If that's true, then Black Youngster's family believes something else. And if I'm not mistaken, there was some retaliation as it relates to that. John Brown, let me tell you why Black Youngster took it out on Young Dolph when that happened to him, to his brother. He was mad at Young Dolph and Key Glock and them because he thought that they was on Instagram laughing at that situation.
Breathe ain't got no bond traveling in June. Yeah, he did. I'm just saying, TZ's sister isn't going to like the answer to the question about who took her brother, who took out her brother. Well, everybody know. Well, all y'all know. He did not tell the insurance guy that personally. Well, you got yeah, you right about that part, John, bro. He ain't been seen since. I ain't gotta watch the Cost of Pastor channel. Yes, sir.
Who he talk who y'all talking about, the insurance agent?
Yeah. Type of TV. Who was SR and W? I don't know who
The in,
SR.
the insurance guy said that okay. Okay, well, okay.
That ain't what they said, John Brown, but okay.
Um we are one. No matter what we do, we are
Dog, this
one.
label is better. CMG is better, man. He know what label is better. The CMG label is better, man. CMG label is better. Come on, that again. We come on. Do we have to do this? We know better. CMG is the better label. You see the real little T? Y'all heard Cypress? CMG is CMG is the best label. Who's gonna be the best and last labels? Nobody's gonna be the best. Nobody's gonna be the last label standing.
Okay, y'all, I'm back.
They said who are the best label between CMG and PRE? Come on, man, y'all know CMG running laps around these books.
I think he wanted for John Brown. Who's the best label, you think?
Mhm.
He says, I got Boogie text messages. You don't want me to do a video on that. Who is Boogie? Big Boogie?
Man, won't take no grown man that's shaking his ass serious, homie.
Who? What happened? Who texted somebody?
He said he got big boogie text message. Everybody on pre-K over there. Man, CMG is the best label. Oh, that was Alabama hip service. Hey man. Yeah, I mean. Oh yeah, them text messages when he told the dude take the day off, he gonna spoil him, all that gay ass shit. Man, somebody take Big Boogie Dog Memphis Cuz. Tell me he gonna spoil another grown man. Man, that is some of the gayest shit I ever heard in my life. All this stuff in his letting guacamole, bacon, and tomato come in. Come on, man. Come on, Boogie, man. Somebody, hey, man, somebody revoke this nigga Dog Memphis Cuz right now, man. How about you gonna spoil another grown? Ain't talking about spoiling no women. You spoiling a nigga that got the same thing you get.
Who he say he gonna spoil?
Some nigga. Man, somebody revoke this nigga now, Memphis Cuz right now.
Why Boogie say that? He gonna spoil a dude. When he say that?
He put the text message out. Oh, it's leaking now.
So a guy exposing Boogie?
No, somebody put the text. I don't know who put the. Somebody put the text message out. Well, he told his male best friend, take the day off. I'ma spoil you. Man, that's the gayest shit I ever seen in my life, man. No disrespect to the lettuce, guacamole, and bacon and lettuce community, but I ain't got it. Hey, y'all need to revoke this nigga now, Memphis Cuz. Ain't this nigga CMG shit for this shit. I ain't grilled. Y'all nigga need to do something on for that, man. Nigga didn't take another nigga saying this shit.
But who put the messages out? They put them out for a reason.
Yeah, cause they want the nigga know. He told the nigga take the day off. He wanted to spoil the nigga. He ain't say that to no woman, man. Yeah, man, y'all revoke this nigga now, Memphis Cuz. Script this nigga CFG chain. Real nigga don't do no shit like that. But any man that shake his ass like a woman, there's something wrong with him anyway. I'm quite sure some of y'all ladies, y'all got friends and shit, but y'all like telling these women, take the day off, I'ma spoil y'all. That ain't your mama. No, Boogie ain't. I ain't gonna lie, Boogie ain't trans though.
So I want to know, somebody put that out for a reason. I mean,
They might. Well, he always do that with them niggas, man. He keep a bunch of niggas over. He kicked the girl out. Shout out to Super. She just did an interview with them TV about how they used to go to the show. Well, she did a diss song too. Is out about how they used to be cool and hanging out and going to shows when he didn't have nothing. But then once he got rich and the front of ass got to come, he started having all the dudes around. He ain't want no women around. And this front of ass full of niggas and shit. He wasn't letting no women be around him. He used to tell the women there wasn't no room for them. And have a front of ass full of niggas. Bro, who does this? Oh no. I just don't see no real niggas doing this type of shit. I mean, if I have a front of ass full of niggas, I'm gonna stimulate it, but I'm gonna have a front of ass full of not but pussy in the front of ass. Me if I'm being the front of ass. Fuck that. You telling niggas you gonna spoil them and shit. Do y'all see anything wrong with that? So Devin Burns out of jail? Oh yeah, I think he is now.
John Brown says, I personally think Dolph was the best rapper from Memphis. A Hunt Show. Laughing.
Go back to sleep, John Brown, cause you kissing up now, man. You don't even believe that shit, man. Take a nap,
He
man.
is the best rapper from out of Memphis. Shout out to Dog. Key Glock the Prince. Now, have you listened to that album?
Why would I listen to that?
Well,
Why would I listen to that
we ain't
shit?
the only. Well, the people in Memphis is not the only ones that think Key Glock is hard because his album speaks.
I mean, Dawson's all right person before all that rap shit. I don't feel it, man.
Get paid, young nigga. Get paid. You know you be rapping it. Rule number 1, get the money. Rule number 2, don't forget to get the money. Oh, they jealous of that. They couldn't think like that. Hold on.
Listen, man. I'm gonna go listen to Key Glock album just cause y'all say, what's the name, man? The damn, that's how much I don't know nothing about these niggas, man. Somebody tell me the name of Glock album, I'm gonna go listen to it and get my honest opinion of it. Somebody tell me the name of the album. Drop it in the comment.
You already know. You already know.
No, that's why I'm asking. Y'all don't follow these niggas. The real Latif said, Kenny Money the hardest rapper on yeah, I agree with you, Father. I rock with Kenny Money. Yeah, that's one of my favorite diss songs. Yeah. I said that's one of my favorite diss songs. I'm saying like overall, Father, I couldn't get off into it, but yeah, that's one of my favorite diss songs, man. Well, all the reason why I knew about that song because somebody played it around me, man. I ain't following these niggas trying to listen to these niggas music. So it was some dog fans that I'm cool with played the shit around me because they know I fuck with. They know I fuck with them dog Memphis niggas, so they play. I thought they blasted the shit, man. I'm like, I end up replaying that shit because the shit was so hard. How it was going that nigga. I was like, alright. But after I did, I ain't careful with music. But I like that song. I don't put this songs in the category with other songs. I like to separate them. That's just me. I ain't mad. Yeah. Well, a lot of them are dog fans, the paper route fans. I'm not, and they played this shit around me and blasted the shit so high, and the shit went so hard on the diss song because I like this. My favorite song to listen to is this song anyway, and that joke went so hard. I played the bitch again. I was like, damn, he was hard.
Well, he was gonna do that for Key Glock and I mean he was gonna do it for Kenny Money and the rest of them. They killed him before he could do it.
So you ain't like. I like to play with your bitch. That's one of the songs I like. I don't really just follow them niggas like this. And the only reason why I knew about it because I'm cool with a few dog fans that play the shit around me, but I ain't rocking with this shit. But I listened to Kenny Money before. I like him. He got potential. He just got to get away from paper round and do his own thing. If he ever gonna be anything,
get paid, young nigga. Get paid.
Yeah, I feel like if Kenny Money gonna do anything, he got to get away from paper round.
No, he don't need to get away from paper route. He been going up because of his affiliation with paper route. They was jealous of Kenny Money. They try to get what's his name, Kivo Money to be. Didn't somebody sign Kivo Money?
Kivo Money? Yeah, I think he went endless.
They wouldn't sign him to try to make him like Kenny Money. But it didn't work because what they do put him on the shelf.
He
Yeah, Moochie is hard too.
okay. Now I ain't playing 5 times. Well, bag in Miami. Bag in Miami probably. And his house out there, man. I know he just posted a video where he had all his cars out and the jewelry. He was at his crib out there in Miami. It looked like LA look like Miami though. That's where he like to be in Miami. Yeah, it was a man he was texting him like Barbara with his best friend. Yeah, he said, "I love you, five life. Take the day off. Let me spoil you."
Oh Lord, Cypress, there's something wrong with that, isn't it?
Yeah, when you tell the women there ain't no room for them in the front of van, and you got a front of van full of hard legs, like that shit gave his
Mm. Y'all hit the like button.
Yeah, she went hard on Boogie. She was like, when the sprinter came, he either had before he got rich, he had all the niggas in the house. And he eating and chilling. When the sprinter came, it wasn't no room for her because it was him and a whole bunch of hard legs on the front of.
Y'all hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button. Hey, hit her. I'm gonna hit you up. I got something for you. I gotta holler at you, best friend.
Shout out to the hitter.
Shout out to AB Hilda, the preacher's grandson.
Is his grandfather really a preacher?
I don't know.
I was just asking. I didn't know.
We hope so. We hope so. Cause Alabama Hilda was messing. Yeah, we hope so. Cause the Alabama Hilda was messing with this with the comment. I miss Alabama.
You lived in Alabama too?
Alabama, Florida, Memphis, Arkansas.
What part of Arkansas?
I was over there I was over there by Martree. I was up in Jonesboro. I went through there jump
It ain't
before.
nothing in Jonesboro.
Nothing but a bunch of ashy country niggas. That's why I got the hell out of there. Shout out to Arkansas.
Yeah, shout out to Arkansas. So where else in Arkansas?
Lee Panto, that's on the other side of it, like about 10 miles outside of Martree. I had an apartment there. I lived in Panama City, Florida. Huntsville.
How you like Huntsville?
I loved it.
I like Huntsville. It's an up and coming city.
Yeah, they didn't.
I'm gonna tell you something. If Alabama is a place that I would live, like I think that's the best kept secret. I would definitely move to Gulf Shores.
Yeah. Not again being a hater in the comments how Alabama don't miss you. I miss Alabama. They got some nice little restaurants I went through Alabama too. I be hitting up most of them little barbecue spots when I'm out there in Alabama. I might go this summer. I don't know. I might go there this summer. I don't know.
He said
Yes,
Huntsville is a
I
fair
love the
city.
women. Yes, I love the women. TB21. What else something to love?
What I'm trying to.
Yeah, Huntsville. Yeah, they don't play up there. Don't go to Alabama playing, y'all. Can't have in them and make sure you never see the light of day again. I damn near want to move back. I damn near want to move back to Alabama. So the best friend is not a best friend. Well, yeah, because I went through some of the projects. I'm like, these the hood. They like, yeah, this the hood, this the project. What? Well, it ain't nothing but a whole bunch of ashy niggas out there, JB. You know what's how many women you had in Alabama, cycle? One. I had one woman in Alabama.
And why you ain't with her?
Cause I'm me. Number one, sometimes, hey man, please, okay.
Be quiet.
No, actually, I can be with her right now if I wanted to. All I gotta do is pull up.
Well, why don't you go be with her? You said you miss Alabama.
That ain't what my heart wants. But I like Alabama. But overall, I like Alabama part of the state, though. It's cool, man.
Be quiet. Yeah, we're gonna talk about relationships tonight. If you don't sell records or perform live, then how they making money?
Well, the streaming industry makes sure everybody make money, no matter how much it's
Y'all gonna get a whoop.
Because they put the music out and sell it and give you pennies on the dollar and make it killing.
Mm-hmm. Streaming has really messed up money for people. Yeah, they said you got to sell you got to get what they say 1,200 Do you have to get like 1,200 streams or something like that to sell one album?
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
Because see, what they do is the industry buys all the music, and then they put it back on the streaming platform, and make so much money off of it and pay you fractions of pennies of a dollar, which means you're gonna be able to do shows that survive, so you ain't making no damn money. Yeah, I was the Rolling Stone. I'm getting tired now. I gotta sit it down. To me, be Black Barber. I don't know, man. One day I might get married. One day, man. I don't know.
Well, that's a good thing, Cypress. You talking about one day getting married because you wasn't talking about that at first. You said you never wanted to get married.
I don't know, man. Hopefully God changed my heart, but you know.
You need your wife.
You might be right. Y'all women, y'all might be right. Y'all might
but you need your wife so that you need your wife so she could cook for you and all of that, but you need to be able to take care of her now. Don't men have this unrealistic idea of they want a woman to take care of them, and what they do is they weigh that woman down because they don't try to take none of her load. They want her to do all of her duties and get no support.
No, you got to help the woman now, man. I ain't gonna lie, my biggest issue in a relationship is I'm so used to doing what I want to when I get ready, how I want to and that's my biggest issue in a relationship. I'm used to doing what I want to when I want to, how I want to.
Yeah, I mean, I think that be the issue with a lot of people. That they're used to doing what they want to, but you have to do it differently when you get a husband and a wife. You have to do it differently.
Yeah, you right, baby man. You know I don't agree with you a lot. You right. How you gonna tell me in Washington I got to let God do his man? I'm gonna leave God and leave God after this. Not again, make yourself fine. He said, you started talking and my mind changed. Let's be honest, all the artists on CMG have a high booking rate than anyone on payroll. That. You must want to be in a polygamy. No, I want to be with one woman. Moneybag at one point was getting 125. Thank you, TB21. I appreciate it, love.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna get off. I gotta go somewhere right quick. Yeah, I'm gonna
All
get
right.
back on tonight though. I'm getting back on tonight. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today, but I gotta run. I'll talk with y'all later.
All right. I'm out.